Hi all, this is Sibi Molanikat from Magic Lamp, that's my channel name. This is a video for magicians only, especially for close-up magicians who like to join cruise line, who like to perform on cruise line. See, this is an opportunity recently comes. Hope you can see. I will read it for you guys. This is about Carnival Cruise Line. Carnival Cruise Line is one of the leading cruise companies in the world. They have around 26 or 27 ships. Every ship have a table artist. Table artist means is a close-up magician. It's called table artist because we are performing on the table. That's why it's called table artist. But actually the job is a close-up magician, where we go into the dining room and we performing for the people on the dining room for card tricks, point tricks, whatever the close-up characters. So how we can get this job? I am a pre-employee. I used to work with Carnival around 5 years. So I'm just sharing my experience. I'm not an agent for any company or any institution, nothing. I'm just sharing my experience. Hope we can get a job in a cruise line. Cruise industry is a wonderful job. It's an amazing job. You can travel around the world. In my experience, 5-year experience, I used to be around 64 countries in the world. Most of the Caribbean, most of the Europe, around 64 countries. That is unbelievable for me as a person. I just live in a village, so it's a lot. It's a lot. So how we can get a job in cruise industry as a magician, as a close-up magician? Right now, there is some positions open. You can see what are the qualifications we need. At least we need +2, and also 1-year experience in magic. You don't need the certificate. If you are like a freelance magician, you're working your own, that's enough. You can mention as freelance magician. You don't need a certificate. If you're working at some like hotels like Hilton or somewhere, just take a experience certificate. And you need to know English. Yeah, you need to talk English. At least like me, this much. And the last one is age limit is 21. You have to be 21 years old. Now, how we can apply for it? There is a company called Indus Cruising and Shipping that's in Chennai based. It's a place called Eka Tangal. You can search it in Google, Indus Cruising and Shipping. That's in Chennai. You can register in their website. There is many job opportunity. You can register in your website. Also, you can send a mail them directly. You can send a mail to the direct office address. You mention it. I'm a close-up magician. I'm looking for a job. You quickly get a call because they need some magicians very quickly. This is for very quickly. So you'll get a call very quickly, and they call you for an interview. It's not like a big interview. They just call you, just clarify what are the certificate you are, what you're doing, and they do the online registration and everything in Chennai. You have to go to Chennai. And the first step is the English test. The test is called Merlin English Test. You can also Google it. You will get the information about Merlin English Test. It's a very simple test. It's not like IELTS. It's basic. The test is actually for anyone can talk like me. Just I'm not good in English, but anyone can talk like me. That's enough. That's enough for a Merlin English Test because I got around 95% of Merlin English Test. It's like 50 questions. You have to answer around 45 of them, right answer. So you get 90 points. So you need to be 90%, 90 marks in 100. So that is the first qualification. Once you pass that one, then the next one is the client interview. So for the test, you have to pay 2,800 or 3,000 rupees. That's actually you are not paying to the Indus. You are paying online. The money you are paying, they will help you for the Merlin English Test. So once you pass, you will get a certificate. So that is the first step, Merlin English Test. The second step is the client interview. So someone from the company, from US, they directly come to Chennai and they interview you. So you have to be interested. You are ready for performing some close-up magic, some card tricks, point tricks, whatever it is. Don't do the common things. Use something your own style. Do something your specialties, not the other ones do. So mostly they interviewed many people, so they know most of the magics. Not the tricks, they know what is it. So the client interview, that also not so tough. That's also easy. It's easy to pass. So the client interview is done. Everything will happen in 2 months, so it will be very good. The third step is a medical. The medical is also happening in Chennai, the Balaji Medicals. That is a company approved medical agency, Balaji Medicals. That's also in Chennai. I think it's 8 or 10 kilometers from Indus. So you have to go for a medical. It's now from morning to 12 o'clock or something like that. It takes 2-3 hours. They will check your eye. They have some points for the eye, ears, and your body, X-ray, everything. That will cost around 15,000. 13 to 15,000, depending on your age group. Some tests you don't need, some tests you want. So that is the other cost. That's also you have to pay. So you have to pay for the Merlin English test. You have to pay for your medical. So the medical is done. You pass the medical. The next step is called STCW course. It's a 14 days training. Everyone who is joining the ship, they must attend the course. It's a 14 days course. So you have to attend the course. That's also in Chennai. The industry will help you for the course. That also will take you 15 to 20,000, I think. So it's depending on the academy. So that also you have to pay. So that is the third step. STCW course, you will receive 3 certificates, and one is called Indus number. That's a number. That means it's like a passport number. So you are a part of seaman. You are a seaman. So that is called STCW course. The last one is called CDC. This is CDC. You can see it's like a passport in a different color. This is called CDC. CDC actually the full form, it's for discharge certificate actually. So the CDC for every seaman is just like a passport. So this is for every seaman. It will cost you online 800 rupees. If you go by some agency, it may cost you 2,000 rupees. So you've done, the first one is the Merlin English test, the second one is the medical, the third one is STCW course, and finally you will receive the CDC in 10-15 days. So you're almost done. Now is the final step. The final step is visa. That's a little bit tough because we have to attend the visa interview in Chennai. Or if you're from Mumbai, you have to attend in Mumbai. So Chennai is a little bit tough. They will ask you some questions because many people do some wrong. I'll explain you. Some people they like to joining the ship. Actually, they have some plan. They have somebody in US, so they get a visa. They jump. They never join the ship. They will disappear somewhere in US. So that's why the interview is very tough. So my visa is cancelled, but you can see this is the US visa. This visa is called C1D visa. C1D is visa only for the crew members. You don't have a land permit. You don't have a land work permit. This is just to you're just going to the land, Miami or New York, and the next day you're going to the ship. This is just like a pass. It's not a visa for working in US. This is a visa for working in a cruise line. So this is called C1D visa. It will be for 5 years. So when the visa will approve, you can continue 5 years with the visa. So the final step is the visa. So once you receive the visa, you're almost done. You're ready to fly. So the visa cost will cost $160 that you also pay from Axis Bank, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank to direct the US Embassy. So it will cost you like 11,000 or 12,000 rupees in Indian currency, depending on the exchange rate. That will also industry will help. Or if they want to do your all paperwork, there is a charge for that. I think it's 6,000 or 7,000 rupees for the documentation. They will do all the documentation for the visa process. So you don't want to go anywhere. So that is the only expense you have to pay. The expense will come, Merlin English test, 2,800 to 3,000 rupees. The next one is medical, 13 to 15,000 rupees. STCW, 15 to 20,000 rupees. And the CDC, maybe 1,000 to 2,000 rupees is depending on the agency. The last one is visa. The visa process is cost you 12,000 rupees for the visa fee and the 6 or 7,000 for the processing fee. So that is the total expense for the job. That's it, guys. You don't want to pay any commission. You don't pay any money for anybody. It's actually free of cost. You are getting a job without any money. You don't want to pay to anyone. This all money you are paying for yourself, like the medical for you, the visa for you, the test for you, everything for you. You're not paying for a third party. So that is a good opportunity. So what's your job is just entertain the people. So you are a first time, you're joining a first time, you have to pay your one-side ticket. Yeah, the first time, the only one time you have to pay. So you're flying from Chennai or Goa or anywhere. Where is your final destination? Your ship is from Miami or your ship is from Texas. You have to buy the ticket. They will help you to buy the ticket, but you have to pay the first ticket charge, only for the one side. Then company will take care of you, company will give you the tickets and everything. So your work like normally 6 months to 8 months. So your work will start, maybe I can do another video with that, all about the work and everything. So this is a good opportunity to work on board, get a good salary. So whatever the money you are spending here, you can cover in 1 month, guys. Once your salary plus tips, you can cover this whole money in 1 month. So this is a good opportunity for the youngsters. You are not get married, you don't have a family issues. They can work for 5 or 6 years or 10 years. You settle, guys. You don't want to look back, so you settle. So think about it. Try to get the job. There is some opportunities for you. Keep watching. Thank you.